You can see this woman obviously had beautiful locks in her hair. Look at that beautiful face she's got. Look how she even has a strapless garment on, but has herself covered. You see what I'm saying? Knows the importance of carrying and conducting. In Egypt, they would have had the left breast exposed to show that they are the rulers, the beginners of life, and the sustainers of life. But what I'm saying to you is, look at this artwork. Ancient art that they hide from you. This guy, he come up with some stuff that I never saw. I don't know where these connects are, but they're very good. But what I'm saying is, this is the type of artifacts that you can find all in their museums all over Europe. If you're ever rich enough to go to Europe and go to their museums, they pillaged and plundered all of our civilizations and stole all of this type of artifacts of our past and who we are, our queens and our kings. This is the talent that we were possessing years and years and years ago. Then they come and give you they Michelangelo bullshit that's not even made out of bronze or precious metals. They wanted to hide this because it proves that we were already smelting iron ores as well as precious metals years and years ago. They want to sit here now and tell you no one knew that there was atoms and electrons and protons and neutrons before Charles Darwin or Dalton, whoever. Stop your white ass lies. This is why the whole world is stupid and everybody's child is smoking crack or a prostitute. How can your 16-year-old daughter be prostituting in the backseat with some 40-year-old man, and then we all walking around this planet as Christians and don't think it's something wrong with our society being all ruined like that? You want to sit up and get married to me for using profanity, but then you guys would totally overlook the decadence of that. Why is your 16-year-old girl out prostituting already? Because these white men set the world up where they can make money off of circumstances being all messed up for people like that. Well, how do they make money off of prostitution? And, well, it's real simple. See, the reason why she's prostituting is probably because she had a messed up life to begin with from bad parents who probably were drinking alcohol and smoking cigarettes. Did I mention she smokes cigarettes and drinks too? Oh, yeah, she does crack too. Because when she grew up from a small baby, the information about everything starting with these beautiful, wise, smart faces has been suppressed and hidden from the world. So the only thing she get is white European lies that's incomplete and have no divine energy behind them to create a society based on divine principles. That's the reason why they give you Desperate Housewives. And then from Desperate Housewives that she's watched since she was 5, 6 years old. And she saw women go out there and be promiscuous and giving a pussy up everywhere without a problem. And she needs money, and guess what? Her fat ass uncle won't mind giving her $100 to suck on her clit or to put it in her booty. And this is our world. It's contaminated with people like that has contaminated these brilliant people's minds and made it now where this woman at 17 years old will go to the white man and give him permission to suck her baby out of her vagina because he's convinced her that, sorry, there's no room on this earth for the likes of you to be having children. And this is why the Saras are here to kill his ass.
Shape-shifting Hebrews in the Americas were investing their funds into the designing and constructing of slave ships that were to transport the human African cargo from Africa to the West Indies and to the Americas. The Aryan poor southern white stock and the deceitful Zionists had become partners in the crime of enslaving members of the human family as the most diabolical of all of the acts of this creation.
And see, the reason that they wanted to tell the lie that they thought that the world was flat and discovered America by accident is because they needed to stagnate your knowledge that they were capable of going around the world and demonstrate this type of mass takeover and genocidal act. That will give them the chance to be continued into the latter portions of existence in the world, as thus today they still want to give us the bullshit that they getting ready to supply Syria with arms to help the rebel forces fight off over all this bullshit. Over aggressive government, when we have concentration camps in America and we have decaying ass Detroit that they couldn't find a revenue source to help pick that city up and get it moving again. It just declared bankruptcy. See, our government don't have money to stop that sector of our country from having to declare bankruptcy, but then they could find a budget to supply another country way across the globe with millions of dollars to pick up arms and go murder each other with. This is the reason why the universe has sent the Sirius here to kill that dirty cracker motherfucker off this earth. And if you guys can't understand my animosity, it's because you're ignorant or either because you're biased. But I'm going to tell you the truth about it. I am tired of knowing that every child that's born on this earth is born into a circumstance where if left alone, they're going to end up sodomized, in prison, given a gun to go murder someone, a religious fanatic that end up being crackheads or in the closet homosexuals, or somebody that works for the status quo and doesn't do anything but perpetuate deprivation unless you bow down to this image of this white man. I want that bullshit to be eradicated off this planet ASAP, because it is nothing but filth, stagnant decadence. That's all it is. And it's not necessary, and it is not going to be permitted from here on. And I'm warning all you guys, I don't care how mad you get, because I tell you, if you smoke, you eat dead animals, or if you drink, you are contributing to the decadence. I can't tell you anything different than that, because see, you're destroying your own universe. And if you don't mind destroying your own universe, you don't mind destroying the universe that which encompasses you, because that's what you're doing. You're decaying everything from the inside out, like most decaying processes occur. And you need to be told that, because you don't know that that's what you're doing, because you telling yourself it's not that bad. I don't care that much about myself, and if I want to hurt myself, I can. No, see, you're not just hurting yourself, because you are the universe, and you are a part of the universe that is going into a state of decadence. And I am the doctor that has been sent here to let you know we need to operate on your mind so we can stop your decay right now, because we're not going to let it spread to another cell. And if you don't let us fix you right now, you're going to be eradicated, so the cells around you that does not want that shit to be spread to them don't have to worry about that. So I don't care if you can deal with the fact that I'm giving you as ample warning and opportunity of options to consider, because you know what, there is not going to be a, okay, this is allowed, because what's going to happen is you're going to go to a place that's suited for that type of decay, because you're going to prove to the world that that's what you want, because you won't stop smoking, and you won't stop drinking, and you won't stop eating dead animals that you had to murder to eat. Even if you didn't do the murder yourself, you hired someone else to do it, and you went and paid them for doing it when you brought that shit. So that's what I'm trying to say to you. It's a time to jump. And that means that you can't quit all at once. We know that. But you got to start somewhere. And you won't start unless you're aware that you need to start. So this is for those of you who are going to start. Those of you who's not going to start, I don't care about you being mad at me, because you know what? You're going to be so mad at yourself for ignoring me that it don't matter. All you can do is be mad. But the thing about it is, you should be glad that someone is putting themselves at risk, all the stares and frowns I get from you sorry motherfuckers out there, because you can't stomach the knowledge. And that's your problem.
To the mysterious experience. Open your horizons and engage. But you see, in this creation, karma plays its role out, because it usually catches up to you when you least expect it. Adolf Hitler pulled the old reptilian double cross on his backers themselves. The Prescott-Bush family, the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds, never saw that Nazi Aryan arrogance as a part of their own DNA. Double back and double cross them. Go out off. But by the same token,
He's my hero too.
Jesse Owens and Joe Louis proved to the world who the true Superman is. Prior to the Bush, Rothschild, and Rockefeller reptilian family of shape-shifting, blood-drinking, and flesh-eating cultures of Western civilization, the American Civil War broke out, and brother against brother resulted in the mass slaughter of one another. From the point of view that the diabolical Aryan's evil, known as the infamous Trail of Tears, is where this story commences, with another beastly American president, Andrew Jackson, an ice-cold Nazi Aryan of the super race mentality of pure, unadulterated.
Sorry, I need to cut you off for a minute because I want to show you guys something. See, look, same thing. Same damn thing. See the face? Okay, it's always wanted deep inside to possess the melanin. But since you don't have it, you want to scorn it and hide it and lie to everyone about what it is. You can even see the tire going around the circle. You see, this was old school stuff that the Moors and everybody was teaching them how to wear geometric formation in their clothing and everything. You know, the colors and everything was synonymous with keeping the patterns. You know what I mean? All in alignment with cosmic energy. They stole all these sciences from us and hid them from us and made us cigarette smoking, crack smoking, alcohol drinking, you know, meat eating deer legs. When we was at a time, we would have been never trying to get in line to kill an animal and eat it. You'd be like, are you crazy? That's the most taboo thing you could do. Because that animal is God. I don't need to kill God and eat it when they gave me a source of food that grow on the trees. See, we knew that. We were wise enough to know that. But I wanted to show you how these white people are always painting their face. Now, I'm kind of blind. I can see, but I can't really see. But this looked like some white guy who painted his face because of the red-ass lips I see right there. So if I'm wrong on that, you're going to have to give me a pass. But that really looked like some of that minstrel shit that I wanted to point out to you. It goes back so far with them. They always wanted to be black. That's the reason why the white men wanted the black women so bad. Because they wanted to be a part of that blackness through their genetics. Dr. Francis Cress Wilson say that's the reason why they always fudge packing, because they're chasing the blackness of that fecal matter. Which is a hard thing to conceptualize for me, but something about that ass is keep them attracted to it. And I can't think of why you would want to be fooling around in the back where the damn garbage dump is when you could go around into the front and get your food before it turned into all that damn garbage. I mean, you know what I'm saying. That back door back there is for filth to come out of. It should be exit only. It's just that simple. But here in the front, life comes out of that. You see the baby come out of there. So that's what I mean by your food come out of there, because the child is the sustainment of the human life. And so that's a source of food that comes into the universe to keep the universe generating the sounds, the laughter, the scorns, the frown, the depression, the elation. Everything that's a cosmic part of our existence will stop and exist no more if the women stop pushing the babies out. So you're supposed to be enticed with her vagina, where the babies come from, not her ass, where the shit gets pushed out at. These guys are so obsessed with this blackness of our universe, but they try to keep it on the down low, that they have started going up into the rectums of men, going after men rectums in search of this blackness. And there's a lot of white men out there that hate me for dropping this knowledge, but you know how come I know it? Because I've been reading the book of psychiatrists. And they have analyzed these white men. So if they could come out and give us all their Sigmund Freud bullshit, and we have to take that and accept that as being the circumstances of mentality for all the people on the earth, enforced on us because of their deprivation, and they're taking away our avenues to have a venue or a respectable point where we can launch some, consider it as vibrations of what's going on to our own scholars and scientists and doctors. And now that that has started surfacing through the help of YouTube and everything,